Gabs, who start whenever you're ready, please.
Manuel, how are you feeling at the moment? Club's in good form, yourself in good form. What do you make of it all?
I'm feeling great, to be fair. Like, I'd like to think I've been playing well so far, and obviously I got my opportunity late, and I'm be getting a run of results, and look, I can't be more happy.
In terms of your goal scorer, and that's something many Rangers fans are pleased with. Talk us about that. Is it down to yourself? Is it down to the new set piece coach? How much focus has there been on that in training?
I feel like Scott's had a big impact, but I feel like he's had a big impact on the team as well, because as we've seen, we've scored a lot of goals from set pieces, and I feel like it helps defensively as well, because we're not conceding many from set pieces, and I feel like I'm a player that get into the box, and when there's an opportunity to go a goal, I'll attack it.
I know you won't want to give the secrets away, but what does that look like? You and him clearly have a relationship that's working on the pitch. Is that something you do one-to-one? Is it part of like a group? How does it all come to fruition on a match day?
To be fair, we do it as a group, and it's just like whatever role you're given, you attack a certain area, and I feel like Scott understands like what I'm good at and what I want to do, and leaving me a bit isolated in scenarios where I have one person against me and I can attack.
The centre-back set goal targets, what kind of number do you have in mind?
No, I don't really set goal targets. Look, I'm just trying to help the team win a game, and as long as I keep goals out of our net and then I score a goal, let's say, look, I can't be more grateful for that.
So when you think of how you're feeling now personally and as a team compared to maybe a few months ago, how big is that difference?
I feel like personally, look, I'm happy. Like, I wasn't playing at the beginning of the season, coming into the team, we've been getting results, and as a team and a collective, I can feel the energy around. Everyone's happy, everyone's smiling every day, but I still feel there's a lot more to come, and I still feel we can push on even more.
Manny, you're not setting goal targets, but you've got 5 already. You think you're capable of getting double figures, which would be incredible for that centre back?
If that happens, it happens, and I probably feel like I could do that, but hopefully it does happen, but we'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
You've obviously got a taste of the Europa League. If Rangers win the title this season, a chance could be Champions League football. You allowed yourself to dream about that, what that would be like?
It will be a surreal moment, to be fair. Like, coming from where I've came from in my journey and my career, if I was to ever qualify and play in the Champions League football, I couldn't ask for much more, can I? And I feel like it's a dream that everyone wants to come true.
Just on your scoring again, I think James Tavernier's top scorer so far this season. Have you and him got a wee thing going on in terms of who's going to finish with more goals at the end of the season?
I haven't really thought about it too much, but I've seen that I am on 5 goals, but I still feel there's still a lot of attackers, and I still feel like Tello's been scoring and there's more people to score, and I feel like all of our goals won't just come from set pieces. I feel like we'll get a lot of goals from open play. So if I do end up scoring more, it happens, but we'll just have to see.
The club have been making a point of getting some of the ex-players, ambassadors that are still involved in the club to get around the first team guys and give them advice and sort of really give them an insight in what it means to be a Rangers player. Are there any of the ex-players that have sat you down and given you that wee bit, that one-to-one time, and can you give us any insight into that?
Not currently, but hopefully that does happen, because for someone like me that's come from down south, who doesn't really know much about up north and probably seen a lot online, it's different to gauge what it feels like. But I feel like playing and feeling the energy from the fans, feeling the energy from the people around, you can kind of tell, even like my neighbours in my flat, you can kind of tell how it feels to play for Rangers and what you need to do and how it needs to be on the pitch.
How different is being a Rangers player now compared to what you thought it would be when you first signed up here in the summer?
Oof. It's a lot, I would say. Like, when I first came, I never really knew what it would be like. Like, you obviously have people tell you don't know where you're going, it's a big place, but when you come here, you do feel it, and it's good. I like the challenge, and I'm a competitive person, and I'll take it all, and I'll fight for the club.
Those more difficult moments that you had at the start of the season when you're not in the team and also things are not going well for the team, who can help you through that? Is anyone around the place or anyone in the game that you spoke to can help you through that?
Obviously I do have my family beside me, but I feel like players in the change room as well, they help me, and I feel like a lot of players in their career go through moments where they don't play. Like, I'll give a big shout out to, like, let's say Rabi, who's helped me, who's made sure I stay focused, even though he ain't been on the pitch, he's communicated well with me at times, and I feel like Tavernier as well, Skip, he's helped me a lot, and also John, I would say. So there's a few players that have been helping me around, and it's been good.
Europe hasn't quite gone to plan this season for the club. How desperate are you guys to not just get a result tomorrow night, but a performance as well?
Yeah, obviously it hasn't gone our way, but we still need to have a winning mentality. I feel like as a group we need to have a winning mentality. Every game we play we need to win and give the fans something to be proud of. So as we go into next game, just win every single game and see where that gets us.
Manny, you talked about how you're kind of gradually realising how big it is to play for Rangers. If you go back to the start of the month and when you won away at Celtic and 2 hours before kick-off, all you players came out and looked at that away section who'd been there since about 10 in the morning. Was that a big moment in terms of understanding what it means?
Yeah, because I've never been in a scenario like that. Usually when I do go to a away game previously at my old teams, the away end's not even filled out when you come on the pitch. But to see something like that shows the support and the love that we get and how much of a big game that is for the club.
There's been a lot made of the manager's signings and being back in this window with how tight it is at the top. I just wonder from the player's point of view, when you see the club investing in the manager and bringing in these quality players, what does that do for the dressing room and what has that done for the dressing room?
It's a tough one, you know. I feel like it's good for the players. Like you see that more competitions coming in, so places are up for grabs, I must say. So it's like you just have to push, and also you feel like there's more players to come in and more things to do well, I guess.
Manny, you mentioned John Suter there. I know you got your chance to the team late, but John's obviously been here a couple of years. How are you finding that? It seems to have settled down as, let's say, first choice partnership, but you've been both playing together regularly for a few weeks. How have you found that?
Yeah, it's good because if I go out throughout my career, I've never really played with someone older than me beside me. I've always been a bit of the older one, even though at my young age. So having someone older beside me is very good. The communication is good, and I'm enjoying it.
Last one, please.
Manny, how would you assess your experience of playing in Europe? Obviously, you came from playing down south at a lower level. You've now been playing in European competition. What's been the biggest challenges, and how do you think you're dealing with it at this point in time?
I would say the biggest challenge is your concentration levels. You have to make sure you're switched on at every single moment, and also the atmosphere is different, so you feel different sort of energy. Obviously you get nerves at points, but it's about getting through that, and playing in Europe is something to be excited for, and it's something that you've always wanted to do as a kid, and to do that couldn't be more happy, I guess.
Excellent. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you.